Ladies and gentlemen, imagine waking up every day knowing that everything you've ever dreamed of is within your reach, not someday, not in the distant future, but now. What would you do differently if you knew, without a shadow of a doubt, that you could manifest anything you desire? Let me tell you something. You already have the power to do this, and today I'm going to show you how to unlock it. But let me warn you, this is not a spectator sport. If you're ready to change your life, stay with me till the end, because the tools I'm about to give you will not only transform your mindset, they'll transform your results. Clarity is the foundation of all creation. Think about this: if you don't know exactly what you want, how can you expect to achieve it? Most people drift through life like a ship without a rudder, tossed around by circumstances, hoping for the best, but never defining what the best actually means to them. Here's the hard truth: if you don't define your desires with precision, you're leaving your future up to chance. Clarity is not just about having a vague idea or a wishful thought, it's about painting a vivid, detailed picture of what you want. Imagine going to a restaurant and telling the waiter, "I want food," you're going to get something random, probably not what you were craving. But if you walk in and say, "I want a medium rare steak with garlic mashed potatoes and a side of asparagus," your chances of getting what you want skyrocket. Life works the same way. The universe, God, or whatever higher force you believe in can't deliver what you haven't clearly ordered. Let me challenge you right now. What do you really want? Not what you think you should want or what someone else has told you to pursue, but what sets your soul on fire. For most people, answering this question is harder than they expect, because they've spent years silencing their inner desires to fit into a mold. They've traded their dreams for what's safe, practical, or socially acceptable. But clarity isn't about playing it safe. It's about being brutally honest with yourself. When you get clear, something magical happens. Your brain activates a filter called the reticular activating system, RAS. It's the part of your mind that starts noticing opportunities, people, and resources that align with your goals. For example, have you ever decided you wanted a specific car and suddenly you see that car everywhere? That's your RAS in action. Clarity programs your mind to focus on what matters most, filtering out distractions and bringing what you want into sharper focus. But let me emphasize this: clarity goes beyond saying, "I want to be successful," or "I want to be happy." Those are surface level desires. Dig deeper. What does success look like to you? Is it building a business, traveling the world, having a loving family, or all of the above? What does happiness feel like for you? Who are you with? Where are you? The more vivid and specific your vision, the more real it becomes in your mind, and the closer you are to bringing it into reality. Here's another truth: clarity doesn't come from sitting around and waiting for inspiration to strike. It comes from action and reflection. Sometimes you need to try different things, fail, and figure out what doesn't work before you discover what you truly want. That's okay. Clarity is a process, not a one-time event. But the moment you define your desires, your entire energy shifts. Suddenly you have a target, a direction, and a reason to wake up every morning with purpose. If there's one takeaway, let it be this: clarity is power. It's the first step to unlocking everything you've ever wanted. So don't settle for vague wishes. Define your dreams with precision and watch the world align to help you make them a reality. Let's talk about belief, because belief is everything. It is the invisible force that shapes your reality, the engine that drives your actions, and the foundation of every achievement in your life. Without belief, even the most extraordinary goals will remain out of reach. But with it, there are no limits to what you can accomplish. Now, when I say belief, I'm not talking about blind optimism or wishful thinking. I'm talking about the kind of unshakable certainty that shifts your energy, commands your focus, and propels you forward no matter what obstacles you face. Belief is the difference between people who dream and people who achieve. It's the voice in your head that says, "This is possible, and I'm going to make it happen," even when logic, circumstances, or the people around you suggest otherwise. Here's the truth: the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what's possible for you are the scripts that your life will follow. If you tell yourself that you're not smart enough, talented enough, or lucky enough, guess what? You'll find evidence to support that story. Your brain is wired to seek confirmation for what you believe to be true. If your belief system is built on self-doubt, you'll unconsciously sabotage yourself at every turn, proving your doubts right. But the good news is this: you have the power to rewrite your story. You can consciously choose to believe in your potential even before you have evidence to support it. That's the key. Most people think they need to see results first before they can believe in themselves, but it's the other way around. Belief comes first, and the results follow. Every great innovator, athlete, or leader who has ever achieved something extraordinary started with a belief that seemed impossible to others. They didn't wait for proof, they created it. Now, this isn't always easy. Life will test your belief. Challenges will arise. You'll face rejection, failure, and moments of doubt. But belief isn't about ignoring the difficulties, it's about holding on to your certainty in the face of them. It's about trusting that the obstacles are temporary, that they're stepping stones, not roadblocks. And here's the incredible thing: when you truly believe, you start to see setbacks not as reasons to quit, but as opportunities to grow stronger, smarter, and more determined. Belief is also contagious. When you believe in yourself, you inspire others to believe in you too. You draw people to you who want to be part of your vision, who want to help you succeed. Think about the most influential people in your life, the ones who made you feel like anything was possible. Chances are they had a deep belief in themselves and in you. That belief ignited something inside you, didn't it? So let me ask you this: what do you believe about yourself right now? Do you believe you're capable of achieving your desires? Or are you letting doubt hold you back? If it's the latter, it's time to make a shift. Belief isn't something you wait for, it's something you cultivate. Start by telling yourself a new story. Start by acting as if your success is inevitable. Because once you believe, the world has no choice but to reflect that belief back to you. Let's explore one of the most overlooked yet crucial aspects of manifestation: emotional alignment. If belief is the engine that drives your dreams, your emotions are the fuel that powers that engine. Without the right emotional state, even the clearest vision and strongest belief can fall flat. Why? Because your emotions create the energy you project into the world, and that energy determines what you attract. Manifestation isn't just about thinking your desires into existence, it's about feeling them into existence. Your emotions are the bridge between your inner world and the reality you want to create. You can't just think about success, love, or abundance. You have to feel what it's like to already have those things. When you feel gratitude, joy, excitement, and passion, you're operating at a higher frequency, one that aligns with the things you desire. And when you're aligned, you naturally draw people, opportunities, and resources into your life that match that energy. Here's the mistake most people make: they believe they need to achieve their goals before they can feel the emotions associated with them. They tell themselves, I'll feel happy when I get the promotion, or I'll feel confident once I lose the weight. Or I'll feel grateful when I have financial freedom, but that's backward thinking. If you're waiting for external circumstances to change before you allow yourself to feel those emotions, you're delaying your manifestation. Instead, you have to embody those feelings now, even before the external results show up. Think about it: emotions are energy in motion. When you walk into a room, people can feel your energy before you even say a word. If you're radiating confidence, joy, and passion, you become magnetic. People are drawn to you, opportunities seem to find you, and doors open that you never even knew existed. On the other hand, if you're stuck in fear, doubt, or frustration, that energy repels the very things you want. So how do you align your emotions with your desires? It starts with visualization. Close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself already living the life you desire. See it, hear it, and most importantly, feel it. What does it feel like to wake up every day excited and fulfilled? To have financial freedom? To be surrounded by love and support? Let those emotions flood your body. When you do this consistently, you train your brain to accept this reality as your new normal. And your subconscious mind begins working to make it happen. Another powerful tool is gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest emotional frequencies, and it amplifies everything you focus on. When you practice gratitude, you're telling the universe, I already have enough and I'm ready for more. Even if your life isn't where you want it to be yet, There's always something to be grateful for. Focus on those things and watch how your emotional state shifts. The truth is, your emotions are a choice. You may not be able to control every circumstance, but you can control how you respond to them. By choosing to feel aligned with your desires, by cultivating joy, gratitude, and excitement, you're not only changing your internal world, but you're also reshaping the external world around you. Emotional alignment isn't just a step in the process, it's the process itself. It's how you become a match for the life you've always wanted. Let's talk about action, because no matter how much you dream, visualize, or believe, nothing happens without action. Action is the bridge between your inner world of desires and the external reality you want to create. It's where manifestation moves from the abstract to the tangible. You can sit in meditation all day long, aligning your energy and envisioning your dream life, but unless you're willing to get up and do something about it, that dream will remain a fantasy. The truth is, action is the great differentiator. Everyone has desires, but the people who manifest their dreams are the ones who take consistent, intentional steps toward them. And let's be clear, we're not talking about passive, easy, or convenient action. Manifestation requires massive action. This means stepping out of your comfort zone, facing uncertainty, and doing the things that scare you. It means making a commitment to your goals and following through, even on the days when you don't feel motivated. The reason action is so powerful is that it creates momentum. When you take even the smallest step toward your goals, you're telling the universe, I'm serious about this, and something incredible happens when you do. Opportunities start to appear. Doors open, resources show up, people come into your life who can help you along the way. But those things don't happen if you're standing still. You have to move first. Many people hesitate to take action because they're waiting for the perfect time, the right plan, or some kind of guarantee that they won't fail. But let me tell you something, there's no such thing as perfect timing. And failure is not the enemy, it's part of the process. Every successful person you've ever admired has faced failure, rejection, and setbacks. The difference is they didn't let those moments define them. They learned, adapted, and kept going. Action isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Here's another truth: action creates clarity. Sometimes you don't know exactly what the next step should be, and that's okay. The act of doing, even when you're unsure, helps you figure it out. It's like driving at night with your headlights on. You can't see the entire road, but as long as you keep moving forward, the path reveals itself one step at a time. But taking action doesn't mean you have to have it all figured out from the beginning. Start small if you need to. Break your big goals into manageable steps and focus on the next thing you can do today. It could be a phone call, a conversation, a bit of research, or a bold move you've been putting off. The size of the action doesn't matter as much as the consistency. What matters is that you're sending a message to yourself and to the world: I'm committed to this. And yes, action can be uncomfortable. Growth always is. You might have to face criticism, take risks, or make sacrifices. But every step you take builds confidence. Every time you push through discomfort, you strengthen your belief in yourself. And with each action, you get closer to the life you've envisioned. Manifestation is not passive. It's not about sitting back and waiting for things to happen. It's about co-creating your reality with the universe through decisive, bold, and relentless action. When you move, the universe moves with you. So don't wait for permission. And don't wait for perfect conditions. Start now and let your actions speak louder than your intentions. Because the future belongs to those who are willing to act. Let's address one of the greatest barriers to manifesting your desires: fear and resistance. These forces are inevitable and they show up for everyone. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't lies in how they respond to them. Fear and resistance aren't signs that you're on the wrong path, they're proof that you're moving toward growth. The key is not to eliminate them, but to overcome them. Fear is natural. It's your brain's way of protecting you from uncertainty and discomfort. Our minds are wired to seek safety. And anything that feels risky or unknown triggers that fight or flight response. But here's the thing: growth and comfort cannot coexist. The very dreams you're trying to manifest exist outside of your comfort zone. which means fear is not a barrier, it's a compass. It points directly at the areas where you need to grow to reach the next level. Resistance, on the other hand, often disguises itself in subtler ways. It might show up as procrastination, self-doubt, perfectionism, or a sudden obsession with tasks that don't really matter. Have you ever noticed that the moment you decide to chase a big goal, you suddenly feel too busy or question whether you're capable? That's resistance. It's your mind trying to keep you safe by pulling you back into familiar patterns. The first step in overcoming fear and resistance is recognizing them for what they are. They're not signs that you should stop, they're signs that you're on the verge of something meaningful. When fear whispers, "What if I fail?" you need to counter it with, "What if I succeed?" When resistance says, "You're not ready," you need to reply, "I'll figure it out as I go." The power lies in not letting these voices dictate your actions. One of the most effective ways to overcome fear is to take action despite it. Fear feeds on inaction. The longer you wait, the stronger it grows. But the moment you step forward, however small that step may be, you take back control. Action creates confidence, and confidence silences fear. The more you face your fears, the weaker they become, and soon what once felt terrifying will seem manageable or even trivial. Another powerful tool is reframing failure. Most of us fear failure because we see it as a reflection of our worth. But failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the journey. Every successful person has failed, often more times than they can count. What sets them apart is their ability to see failure as feedback, as a lesson that brings them closer to their goal. When you adopt this mindset, failure stops being something to fear and becomes something to embrace. Surrounding yourself with the right people can also make a huge difference. Fear and resistance thrive in isolation. But when you're part of a supportive community, their power diminishes. Seek out mentors, friends, or like-minded individuals who inspire you and hold you accountable. Their belief in you can sometimes carry you through moments when your own belief wavers. Above all, remember this: fear and resistance are temporary. They're like clouds passing through the sky, intense in the moment, but never permanent. The more you face them, the more you realize they're not as powerful as they seem. Each time you push through fear or overcome resistance, you're building a stronger, bolder version of yourself. And that version of you is unstoppable. Fear and resistance are not the enemies of manifestation. They're tests, challenges designed to help you grow into the person who can achieve your desires. Embrace them. Let them shape you, but never let them stop you. Because beyond fear lies freedom, and beyond resistance lies the life you've been waiting for. Let's talk about one of the most essential yet often misunderstood elements of manifesting your desires: trust and patience. In a world where we're conditioned to crave instant results and quick fixes, patience can feel like a forgotten art. Yet it's one of the most powerful forces in manifestation. Trust and patience are what transform your efforts into lasting success, and they allow the process of creation to unfold in its perfect timing. Manifestation doesn't happen on your schedule, it happens on life's schedule. You might have a clear vision, a burning belief, and a solid plan of action, but that doesn't mean things will materialize overnight. This is where trust comes in. Trust is the unwavering confidence that the seeds you've planted will grow, even if you can't see them sprouting yet. It's believing that the process is working in your favor, even when there's no visible evidence. Think of a farmer planting crops. After sowing the seeds, they don't stand over the soil demanding immediate results. They water the seeds, tend to the field, and trust that nature will take its course. Manifestation works the same way. Once you've done your part, clarified your desires, aligned your emotions, and taken action, you have to let go of the need to control the outcome. Your role is to nurture the process, not to rush it. But here's where most people struggle. They confuse patience with passivity. Patience doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. It means continuing to show up, even when results aren't immediate. It means staying committed to your vision, even when progress feels slow. Patience is active. It's a quiet but powerful force that keeps you moving forward, trusting that every step you take brings you closer to your goal. One of the biggest challenges with patience is doubt. When things don't happen as quickly as we'd like, it's easy to start questioning whether we're on the right path. We wonder if we're wasting our time, if we're not good enough, or if the universe is ignoring us. But doubt is just fear in disguise trying to shake your faith. The antidote to doubt is trust. Trust that the universe is working behind the scenes, arranging the people, opportunities, and circumstances that will align perfectly when the time is right. Patience also teaches you resilience. The waiting period isn't wasted time. It's where you grow into the person who's ready to receive what you've asked for. It's where you build the strength, skills, and character necessary to sustain your success. Sometimes delays happen not because you're doing something wrong, but because there's something better being prepared for you, something you couldn't have imagined a moment. Gratitude is a powerful ally in cultivating trust and patience. When you focus on what you already have, you shift your energy from lack to abundance. Gratitude reminds you that progress is happening, even if it's not immediately visible. It keeps you grounded in the present while keeping your eyes on the future. Ultimately, trust and patience are about surrendering to the flow of life. It's about knowing that your desires are on their way, even if they're taking a detour. When you fully embrace trust and patience, you step into a space of calm confidence. You stop chasing and start attracting. And that's when the magic of manifestation truly unfolds.